Eating quinoa can kill you.
What the hell?
Yes, you heard that right, quinoa. Stay away from quinoa because quinoa is very high in azelaic acid. It comes from the Amaranthaceae family, the same family as spinach. Spinach is in the family of the Amaranthaceae, just like the quinoa, and they both are very high in azelaic acid that cause anemia. Yes, it deprives the cells of nutrients. It causes all types of digestive issues and poison the blood. Stay away from quinoa. Quinoa is not naturally from Africa. It is actually from South America and moved to Africa. So, if you thought that quinoa was African, it is not for you. I shook.
A tampon? You don't need no tampon.
You don't need no tampon, no tampons. You don't need no tampon, no tampons.
Don't need a tampons, it's gonna cause stress. Bad for your blood and cause cardiac arrest. It cause infertility and cancer in your flesh. It cause BV, but you wanna be fresh. Clogging up the bleeding, but the blood need to leave. Messing up the pH levels, but the pussy need to breathe. Tampons a mess, causing PCOS. Organic pads, non-bleach, yes, that's what's best.
You don't need no tampon, no tampon. You don't need no tampon, no tampon.
Feeding the baby Similac? I told you that's not food. Matter of fact, you eat it.
That's not food. The Similac, the Similac.
The Similac.
That's not food.
I had to write the song, leave Similac alone. It makes the baby weak to fall down and crack a bone. Full of drugs in it like the dope from Al Capone. It's full of drugs in it like the dope from Al Capone. Cause the baby to be extra sleepy, narcolepsy. It got the baby freezing up and shaking epilepsy. Creating diarrhea, ooh, it get extra messy. Full of mucus in the lungs, how the baby chest be. Makes them autistic, the brain go ballistic. And check the rashes on the body just in case you missed it. Or even cradle cat, because it's made of crap. And you don't want your baby dying laying in your lap.
Cause that's not food.
When it comes to having multiple partners, you have to understand balancement, peace, and patience first and foremost. Okay, this is not your parents' relationship. This is not your friend's relationship. This is not your cousin's relationship. This is your relationship. Remember that. So make sure you do what you have to do to make sure that you and your partners are happy. Back in the ancient days, we was poly. Before the brainwashing of us going into these different relationship lifestyles, saying, oh, you can't have multiple partners. That was a tactic that was utilized against you to destroy your family and weaken it by lowering the numbers. So they know that without us unified with great numbers, we are easily conquered and divided. So we're here to reunite and bring ourselves back to that higher power and exist in our higher power to make sure that the children of our world have a better future. This is all about them, not just us. I should.
We know he's being God and he no longer can be here. In honor of his legacy, we're not rioting, God. We're not shaming anybody, God. We're just humbling ourselves before you. Yes, Lord. You brought the thunder and rain today, God. Because Satan takes the L today. Father, in Jesus' name, you get the victory. Father, we ask for forgiveness from our black brothers and sisters for years and years of racism. Of systematic racism.
I don't care what these people think. I'm trying to make these people think.
Call it like it is.
Alright, y'all done turned this culture trash. These so-called legends ain't no legends. I don't care if they sold millions. All you hearing they message. Poisoning our whole community. Everybody hypnotized. Why you think nobody respect black people? No big surprise.
Call it like it is.
And I love we celebrate being stupid. And everybody's so gangster. But when you clock in for that white man, you be on your best behavior. Hold up.
Call it like it is.
This is why a lot of people are not manifesting what they want. Because you don't understand how the universe works. Okay? You don't chase your dreams. You attract your dreams. You don't chase a person. You attract a person. You don't catch a fish. You attract a fish. Nobody goes fishing and motherfucking chases the fish. You make the fish come to you. Okay? So this is how the universe works. You don't make your dreams and goals something that you chase. you prepare yourself to attract that to you. Okay? The motherfucking, nobody goes looking for the NFL. The NFL goes looking for the best player. All you gotta do is prepare yourself to make sure the NFL is ready to see you. Nobody goes looking for boxing. Nobody calls HBO and says, hey HBO, I'm a good ass boxer and you need to come look at me in my gym. No, you knock motherfuckers out, prepare yourself to be one of the best boxers in this decade, and HBO gonna call you. And so that being said, this is the way the universe works. And so people not manifesting their dreams because for one, psychologically, you chasing something when you don't realize that science is not to chase, that science is to attract. A lot of people can't find the ideal partner because they chasing and looking for some shit when all you gotta do is become the type of person that you see in that type of relationship, and you'll attract the type of person that see themselves in that type of relationship. So it's the universe is on the law of attraction. It's reactionary, it's not actionary.
You got to overcome the power of the devil with good. You got to set up a psychic self-defense against the devil and his powers. You don't fight fire with fire. That's a lie. You fight fire with water. You water it down. You can't overcome the powers of the devil by just making up your mind that's what you plan to do. And as he comes, you know what? You get better and better at recognizing him in as many faces and as many forms. He don't always come as a man. He comes as a habit. He comes as an addiction. He comes as an emotion and a mood and a spirit of moment. He comes as a hobby. He comes as a desire. He comes as lust. He comes as love. He comes as food. He comes as joy. He comes as temptation. And he comes as you, talking to you about what you shouldn't be doing, and you sure well go and do it anyway. But you can overcome the devil. The way to overcome the devil is to become conscious of how he approaches you.
Sap of a plant, of a tree, that's the blood of the tree. The life force is inside of that sap. You can take this, you can boil it as a toya, as a tea, and even raise your body temperature. So if you're in cold weather like that, you can take pine, you can boil it, drink it, and then heat up your body. Now, one thing that I like about the pine, right, is the needles, how green they are. You see how green they are? You can take these needles, you can actually blend it up with water, and you can strain it. And the liquid will look like it's glowing in the dark. Like it will look like it's just glowing. That's how much electricity has been stored inside of the evergreen tree of the pine. So if you have parts of your body that need more energy, that need the vibration awakened, you can wake it up with drinking this. It'll add more light to it, more electricity, electrolytes, electric light.
Can y'all help me understand what's the plot of baddies? Like, what do you win from baddies? A chain when you beat a nigga up? Cause all I'm seeing, bro, I tried to sit down and watch that with a lady. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's just a bunch of drunk, malnourished pirates fighting. I don't see no interest in baddies. I'm not gonna lie, I don't get it. They don't be eating, they just drink liquor and fight. Boy, them pirates, boy, them is real pirates. What? You feel me? Y'all women, why y'all ain't getting pretty and do... Y'all just fighting and drinking. What are we doing? I tried to watch it and I lost 12 brain cells. Real talk. I went to saying words that I don't even say. Oh, it's nothing. I don't never say nothing. That's why I can't watch that. I can't watch baddies. It makes me mad because some of them women be very pretty. Then they bring people like what's the one, the light skin one that look like the fish from SpongeBob that'll beat everybody up, Ivy. Yeah, man, she look like a nematode, bro. A big buff nematode that'll just beat you up. Come on, bro. We gotta find a better show for the black women.
Living in your mama house at 30 is wild embarrassing. Nah, no funny shit like, anybody want to fight? I don't want to move out. I want to stay here for as long as I can. I don't want to move out. Does anybody want to fight? I don't want to do it. I'm not feeling to pay $3K for a 1 bedroom. I'm not fiending for it. And some of y'all went through Housing Connect. Stop talking, bro. Some of us can't do that. Some of you gotta be piss poor to get that shit. No funny shit. That's what I'm jacking. Like, you know why you moved out the crib? You wasn't having your own motion in the crib. You couldn't do what you want. At home wasn't good. You gotta start hitting it where it hurt. You moved out because it was never a real household. It wasn't no love in there. You did not grow up with your father. You didn't have a dad in your house. It was terrorizing in there. That's why you had to go. My family loves me. My mom loves me. I'm knocking on the door right now. I lost my keys. Rob, did you eat today? Do you want food? Are you coming home? I love coming home. I love coming here. Y'all did not have families, bro. They did not love you. That's why you moved out so early. That's it.
75% of the work for the man is with this woman. You can always tell the level of a man's thinking by how he treats his woman, how she is taken care of, how well she is represented in the environment, how is her spirit, how she speaks of her man. When a man is able to put his woman in the correct position that she is supposed to be in by Allah's permission and by Allah's grace, then that man's mind is working. That man's mind is cohesive. That man's mind is powerful. That man's mind is strong. Because the number one thing that men seem to never get is the ability to lead a woman. So when a man is able to lead his woman with Allah first, then that man is a man. I'm 19 keys and this is high level conversation.
Problem with a lot of weak men is they want their woman to remain weak and dumb. You understand me? Because they afraid that if I teach her what I know, she may surpass me. She may feel like she don't need me. But see, a man that is constantly growing is not afraid of teaching his woman everything that he knows. Because he's going to constantly learn and learn more. Right. And then at some point in time, if not when she comes into the relationship, then she's going to be teaching you things. She's going to be adding things. Yo, babe, you said you wanted to do this. Boom. Got the paperwork done. Called up so-and-so. Now y'all building. Yeah. Nowadays, people want to have separation of dreams. No, you got to bring it together under one team. I got something that's black for you. Pinky Code issued out a challenge about group economics to where, every few days we pick a black business that's a startup, right? That's a digital business or online business or whatever, and everybody floods to support that business so we can start creating these influx of, capital infusions that they get from their business or whatever. That is something that's worth pushing out there in the media. We don't have enough black businesses and we complain about every single metric out there and why who not supporting us. But I'm gonna be honest, nobody should support us until we support ourselves.
It's a fact. I'm not sure I can say.
Like, look at the top. You got the top rappers don't even rap about violence.
Right. Drake, Cole, Kendrick.
It's the low hanging fruit. Everything can.
So what I'm saying is, and then we just spoke about the top names in hip hop. So we're dealing with hip hop being a tool of some sort. When I look at Cole, when I look at Kendrick, I'm looking at when I look at Lupe and certain people like that, I look at what hip hop could be from a positive stand.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it started from. You understand?
Right.
So it had Islam in it, and they was calling each other gods before niggas.
Right. So now that speaks to you or the people who us giving up on what it started as.
I don't think it's giving up. It's just that we see what the corporations push versus what the spirit of Black America push. I don't think that's us in the first place. That's capitalism.
Now we cooking.
That's the cap. It's the capitalism that's in rap. Is that you're not doing it for integrity. You're not doing it for honor. You're not doing it for nothing. It's just money. When money becomes the god of rap, it becomes deviant. You understand me? Because then you will bend over backwards for money. Right. So you can't show me who's the most integrable. It ain't even no more gangsters in rap.
Nah.
Ain't no more gangsters in rap. Ain't everybody that say they gangster is bullyism based on them being able to kill another black man. Right. That shit ain't gangster.
That shit ain't nothing.
And I'm from Oakland and grew up in St. Louis as well. Like, I done seen it all. Yeah. You understand me? Niggas that consider themselves demons that go hunt other black men. Yeah. In a drill rap, they talking about hunting other black men. That ain't gangster.
Nah, ain't nothing gangster.
You understand me? That's you bullying each other. The Dr. Wesley broke it down. That's the bully cooning. Right? The bully coon. Like, that was the one that would go out there and fight the other slaves. You understand me? But you would never fight the master.
That's what I want to say
That
too.
ain't gangster,
One
nothing
thing
about
about
that gangster.
one thing about these dudes, and I'm trying to figure out where I stand on it, is because we have a situation where black people, us, we only show each other how dangerous we are.
Think about families and family structures, right? Like being made men, where it's like, look, nobody can touch Loon.
Right.
You know, Loon comes from that family.
Right.
Then if you touch him, then the other families go do something.
Consequences.
That's backup.
Yeah.
That's what make a cop that may be a coward feel tough because he has backup. Right? In the streets, black men in America, everybody got to go out there as separate entities. So if you stand up against some corruption or against some ignorance, right, you by yourself though. While the nigga got a whole backup. He got a whole gang behind him. You understand me? So being a god is a very lonely proposition. That's
Yes,
the only
Lord.
way shit go change.
Yes, Lord. And when you say that, and I want y'all to pick that game up, cause this is high level game.
Absolutely.
They got to pick this here up.
Absolutely.
And I know they digesting it.
Oh, you
they
gotta
don't
have
have a
some
choice.
soldiers, man.
Yeah.
Y'all soldiers got to be built on the same principles, same mission, same values. You understand me? Believe in the same God and the higher purpose and vision, right? Train them soldiers' minds up to where y'all got rule and a cadence that y'all go follow.
Jello just put out a song. He portraying the gangster image. However, we all know he didn't grow up in that environment. He was actually a privileged kid.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
that's
the
the
whole
idea. Like, you take an image, right, and you portray it, right? Specifically right now for the purpose of capitalism. Like, you want to make some money off of it.
we just seen what's going on in LA right now with the RICO. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the real street culture that's happening right now. You really don't want to be involved in that, right? But it's the same thing when you talking about, you know, gangster rap. Everybody wasn't gangster, they was pretending, right? There's always been cosplay in gangster rap. And a lot of them end up having to sit down when the real gangsters get involved. The problem is that when you actually start believing the shit you selling, so now you think that you have to keep this image up, and now you end up getting in trouble, right? Well, look at Dirk. Dirk is locked up right now. You feel me? Like, he really come from the trenches, but the cost that comes with having to maintain the image is the dangerous part, right? That young bro, man, he comes from a family to where he got 2 brothers in the NBA. You feel me? He got a father that's there that is a great entrepreneur and father. I mean, they grew up as a middle class family. That's a beautiful situation. But I get it. It's a product. And I think what's probably going to happen with hip hop is that, but even black people are going to start viewing hip hop how white people do it. It's just an entertainment.
Facts, because I feel like, you know what I'm saying, black culture, we got to come to a point where we quit putting validation and relatability hand in hand. You had said something like you had grew up with your parents telling you were God, and you already had a different perspective that you can conquer the world growing up. Me, on the flip side, I realize now that I grew up by being taught to be in survival mode. Yeah. So then, you know, as becoming an adult, you gotta, when you get to reflecting and tracing back, you like, damn, all my people taught me how to survive. We had to sell drugs and do this, shoot at people to make it through the next day. They didn't tell you how to live, but they didn't tell me survive. None of this, you know.
To that, I mean, but that's what, again, that's why I'm always hesitant to share it that way, because people kind of look at it like it was a privilege.
Yeah.
But you know, we grew up in the same environments, right? So it's like, that's what I'm magnifying. Right?
Yeah.
It's not that it was like my pops would be gone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. My brothers get shot and disappeared and in jail, and my uncles is smoking crack and dying off, and we doing the same thing. That's what I decided to magnify in the midst of all of that. I didn't make the traumas my identity. You feel me? I made it this perspective to where I settled on the best part of my childhood and I magnified it. Survival make you think about the worst parts and magnify it so that you always recognize threats. We don't know how to recognize blessings. I'm grateful for that perspective because I decided that that's my identity. So you take in all this information, but we don't know what it really means. Because if you ask somebody to explain it, they couldn't, which then angers them. And then that's when we lash out at each other, right? So now I'm getting mad because you know damn well I can't explain this. I'm just using these words. So now you mad at me. So now it creates conflict, right? And social media is driven based on engagement and conflict, right? So you just made somebody pissed off when you just said the thing about boundaries. But the question is, should be more so, what do you really think about the idea of it? Can you even use a different word? So when you say post-traumatic growth, there's another side of that, right? That is the healing side or the opposite of what you believe. And then most people don't have that time to say, okay, what's the opposite of stress, right? What is the opposite of not needing boundaries? When is that point where I get over these things? And I think there needs to be more language held in that space when you've grown past these things.
Yeah. TV show is fighting and drinks being thrown and
Chicks need the bag.
And then when it comes to music, it's always, this person hitting against this person trying to take this person down. But it's not like that in other ethnicities.
Now we run a psyop on ourselves because we just chase money. So you get like a Zeus TV. He know this shit is psychologically damaging, it's bad for the culture, but he making money. So what he gonna say? Fuck it. And then when rappers do stuff that we don't agree with, what do we justify with? But he getting the bag. You know what I mean? We sold out our own culture for money.
It could be poisonous what your ambition is, as opposed to what
But look
society
at what
is.
we offended by and what we protect. Like
That's true.
You mad that he flyer than you. You ain't mad that he's smarter than you. Yeah, they gonna protect the fact that I'm not about to let no black dude beat me. They supposed to be like that.
They supposed to.
If we was competitive like that,
it would be a different thing.
But we make fun of that.
Yeah, we do.
Every movie makes fun of a smart black dude, a conscious black dude.
One thing you're never going to see me do, hear me do, convince me to do, is disrespect Little Caesar's pizza. Not only because it's a pizza cheap and reliable, hot and ready, good, and I love the breadsticks, but also in the year 1994, Rosa Parks was attacked and robbed in her home in Detroit. And you know who came to her rescue? The owner of Little Caesar's Pizza paid off Rosa Parks' rent for the rest of her life so she could maintain shelter and have a roof over her head. Now, mind you, this happened in 1994. Rosa Parks' boycott happened in 1955. All those years later, guess what the owner of Little Caesar's Pizza did? He stood on business. We talk about we want these companies to support us and advocate for us. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Yeah, you're never going to get me to disrespect Little Caesar's Pizza. You want to know why? Because I know Little Caesar's Pizza has respect for me. And for that reason, I love you, Little Caesars. I love you.
Yo, did anybody thinking about they need to go get the top that was missing off the pyramids and put it back? Maybe they need to go put that top back on top of the pyramids. And maybe that's the missing piece to the pyramids, and that will activate the pyramid. Because why is it sitting in a museum? That is a work of art. Put it back where it go. And if you put it back where it go, the sunlight directing on there would give the energy source that goes way down into the pyramids that most likely 9 times out of 10 that will activate it, right? We know water still flows through there because if you keep going down to the bottom, there's water. So everything comes from water. You need water to make everything. That's why I keep telling people, y'all thinking you came out the sky or somebody coming out the sky when you come from water. And then everything kind of goes back to Man in Black at the end. When that big old alien had all those galaxies, those marbles, and he was putting the marbles back into that bag. I don't know, y'all. But I do think that the gold top is the missing piece to the energy source. Those pillars, those things activate, thinking they go up and they go down. Y'all let me know in the comments.
United Auto Insurance 773-202 5000. We got you covered. Chicago, 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 Chicago. Now shake, now bounce, now pop, now drop, now twerk, now work, now let's do, 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 let's do. Now shake, now bounce, now pop, now drop, now twerk, now work, now come on y'all, let's do, 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 let's do.
I am clear. My heart is centered. My mind is intentionally free. The only person I can save is myself. The only person I can heal is myself. The only path I am responsible for is my own. I release the trauma and projections from those around me. It is my job. I call my power back to me from every person, place, entity, from every space, portal, time, and dimension, from every connection, attachment, and vessel where I left it. Anyone and anything that is attempting to siphon my energy, you do not have my consent to use my vitality, and
I am blessed. I am whole. I am a goddess. I am purposeful. I am worthy of loving myself deeply. I am magical and radiant. I radiate a strong sense of self-acceptance. I am worthy of a deep, fulfilling love.
So eventually, people start to look alike, even if they're in different parts of the world. But here's where it get wild. Ancient texts and cultures already knew this. They already knew this. Like Hermetic texts from ancient Egypt talks about how humans are made from some archetype, which basically means a universal template. The idea is there are only so many blueprints for humans, and we're all variations of them. I mean, that's believable. Even Plato talked about this. He believed in forms, perfect and unchanging templates that everything in the physical world is based on. So your face is just one version of a form that might exist in thousands of other people. Yeah, you know somebody look like that today. It's like we're all part of these invisible tribes, you know, like the Jawline tribe, the Big Eyes tribe, or the Button Nose crew. You get what I'm saying though, right? Oh, okay. Tag your lookalike. And if you ever met your doppelganger, just let me know in the comments.
When these celebrities are getting all these surgeries, a lot of the times they're not having to pay for those surgeries. All they got to do is a shout out. Okay? But a lot of them know that a lot of these singers are very powerful, and they know that their voice have the power to change your DNA, to influence you, okay? To make change, to inspire you. And to inspire is to give someone a spirit. What is a spirit? A spirit carries an electrical charge. A spirit carries an electrical power. You understand? To tune up your frequency, to motivate you, to move you in a proper direction. So they take these singers, they give them these deals. They give them these deals. Hey, we need you to go do this surgery right here. You can do this, you can look like this, you appeal to a certain audience. So guess what? They get them and they change, they always hit their nose. Then you see what they did to Michael Jackson?
I was just...
Okay? They did it to a lot of our great singers. A lot, because they know that nose, it has something to do with their voice. Okay, if you close your nose right now, now I'm talking like this. It's blocking frequencies. So they thin their nose to block that God-like frequency, that godly frequency, and that God frequency from flowing through you.
Good. Stay blessed. Mama, get right back to Halfway.
Hey, yo, did you get the pictures of the birds?
Huh? The birds? I got all that.
Let's go in the back with Pam. Come on. Oh, they taking too damn long. a weapon.
I know what I have.
Girl, this fool done broke the door.
Look, I don't want to have to hurt you, ladies.
Hell no. We're gonna have to go old school on this fool. I'm sick of this dude. He is messing with the wrong ones right now. He must not know what he dealing with.
No, he don't know.
He don't know you and me. He got it twisted.
He don't know. He don't know.
Come on, let's do this. You ready?
Yes.
Ah!
Let's go.
Woo! Did you just break my damn door?
Yeah, I told you, I just want Pam.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
you want Pam?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, I think this man means business. So we gonna get him Pam.
Yeah, now hurry up.
Yeah, you better hurry up.
Yeah.
Yeah, go get him Pam.
Yeah, you doing all that talking?
Yeah,
Okay, bro.
yeah.
All
She
right.
gonna get Pam. Yeah, here she is. There she is. There she is. There she is. Pam in your face. Pam in your face. How about that? How about that? Bam! Bam! I bet you gonna pimp nobody else. I bet you gonna pimp nobody else. Here go Pam.
Yeah. How you like that?
Pam.
Blind now. Can't see. Blind to the facts. And you can't see.
Y'all gonna get mad at me for this one, but hey, we can have a war in the comments. This is my own unpopular opinion, and I'm not gonna be talking about the women and the women. I'm not having an opinion on y'all. I'm talking about the men and the men. And the issue I have is that I've been holding it for a long time is that I think a lot of men go to that side is because they want non-stop indulgence and pleasures and comforts and anything that just feels good. And the thing about it, you can get that with women, but it comes with challenges. See, if you're not being the best man you can be emotionally, spiritually, financially, all type of ways, that woman, how she reacts to you and treats you and respects you will mirror that. And think about it, I think a lot of weak men are avoiding the challenges that come with women because a woman will challenge you to be your best self. You gotta show up as your best self in all aspects of life to keep the respect and admiration and the femininity of that woman. So if you just want to have pleasure, you just want to have sex all the time, you just want to indulge in pleasures in comforts, it's so easy to just do it with another man, especially when both y'all got the same agreement that, okay, this is what's going on. Because, bro, how can two men ascend each other spiritually to fulfill their God-given purposes in life? At most, I can see all two men doing is indulging in a whole lot of pleasure. Yes, probably getting a lot of money together, but using that money to go indulge in more pleasures like food, sex, and a woman will help you ascend spiritually. A woman is our helpmate sent from God. Why? Women are so beautiful. They're so awesome. But the thing about it, they challenging. If you're a weak man, women will torment you. Women will not look your way. You have to earn your value with women, and there's nothing wrong with that. As a man, we have to build our. So women challenge us to build our value as men. And I think a lot of men are avoiding those challenges because they want to indulge in pleasure. We can have a war in the comment section. I've been holding this perspective in for a long time. Y'all can let me know what y'all think. But I think a lot of weak men go to that side because, okay, if you just get to have sex with each other and get each other off, y'all don't got to challenge each other spiritually, because it's not what two men are meant to build each other for. No, bro. Let's have a war in the comment section.
April Fools!
If I see one more person tell me or say on the internet that dating is supposed to be exploring your options, I'm gonna fucking fall out. Gang, y'all 100% right. Dating multiple people is when you're getting to know somebody, exploring your options. The problem is, y'all are doing way more and expecting way more than just getting to know somebody. Some of y'all females expecting niggas to buy y'all this, when y'all simply just getting to know this person. Some of y'all niggas expect to get some coochie out the girl on the first link. First little date y'all go on, probably had a good time. Now you trying to fuck and you didn't ruin the whole vibe. She done got turned off for you. Or y'all did fuck and y'all wasn't supposed to. You're getting to know this person. Y'all don't like doing shit that take time. Y'all hate shit that take time. Going to get money take time. Getting to know somebody take time. There is no such thing other than TikTok where you get instant gratification. Everything takes time to build. So when the motherfucker say, oh, I thought dating was exploring my options, getting to know somebody, that's exactly what it is. But that's exactly the opposite of what you're doing. You just saying that to make up an excuse for the bullshit you putting another person through. But you know what? That's too deep for y'all right